I would bring her down here to be on stream, but she loves her mom much more than she loves me. Partly because I'm not as much of a sucker, and I don't give her extra treats all the time, just for looking cute. Alright, anyway. That aside, we are racing on CoNDOR here, and CoNDOR 15 action between Ekimekim and Tekibot. And yes, you can have 6-digit seeds. You can have 1-digit seeds, theoretically. I don't think it's ever happened. I think we have, at one point, I think we saw a 3-digit seed in Necrobot. But anyway, starting off with this 1-1, we've got a quick blood shop here on Tekibot's side, and ooh, baby, that is a courage shovel. The weaponry being offered is subpar, but I think you could take one of either the staff or the flail. Looks like Tekibot gonna go for the staff, keeping that maneuverability up for the courage digging, and the gold staff being good for breaking crates, like so. We get to see a whole 10 gold pop out of that crate. Amazing. Ooh, is that a potion? That is a potion. Tekibot gonna be able to pick that up for free thanks to the courage shovel blocking the spiked wall damage. And here we go. Pretty quick 1-2. Finding some bombs. Ooh, and that's a much needed torch. Courage Shovel very much appreciates having torch. But Ekimekim finding a Shriner that Tekibot missed and getting Shrine of Darkness for it. Very powerful shrine. Even with its post-synchrony nerfs. Having the Ring of Shadows and the full mapping. And the extra bomb. Very strong. And Ekimekim bringing up the rear for now, but with that Shrine of Darkness advantage, that could change very quickly. Nice blood drum staff set up there for... Oh! Well, it could change quickly, or you can get tall sprited by a monkey hiding above the Minotaur and die. Which is what happens to Ekimekim. And Tekibot, looking for a weapon upgrade, gets armor instead. Probably not quite what they're looking for at the moment, but does further cement their tankiness, and is very beneficial considering the situation is currently a dead opponent back in Zone 1. Last thing you want to do yourself in this situation is die, and the armor is going to help with that in the long term. That said, continuing to check shops, trying to establish more of a build, hopefully find some damage ups. Ooh. Between getting hit by the Yellow Skeleton and the Green Banshee, picking the Green Banshee is definitely the wrong call there. Even with the plate armor, that's going to cost you that potion. Looking to hopefully get this barrel open, but this enemy swarm is looking a little dicey. Nice use of the bomb trap. Some good heads-up play there. And push the barrel onto the... Ooh, and that's a magic ham. Shame about losing the potion right before it, or we'd be looking at an effective 14 hearts worth of health. But 7 hearts with plate mail? Not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, gold staff kill onto death metal here. For the fast victory, and swapping off to Obsidian Longsword. And there's a Ring of Peace. All of the safety just coming hard and coming fast at Tekibot. Tekibot already for the late game at this point. 4 it's like 4 extra hearts in that magic ham. Got an Obsidian Longsword, very safe, reliable weapon. Courage shovel digs. Good mapping with the Luminous Torch. All this build really would like is good spell or two. Cookie's gonna top them back up to full HP. Gonna swap to the Torch of Foresight here for trap vision. Ekimekim now making it to Zone 2. But Tekibot not gonna make it easy to apply any sort of pressure. The build advantage is absolutely massive. And the distance advantage is pretty hefty too. Said, getting a little swarmed here. I have to kind of reroute, maneuver around. Gonna check this cracked wall. It's a transmog. Don't know that there's really anything you're looking to transmog here. I think it is important to keep in mind on occasion, you know, what you're looking for to improve your build and how you can improve it, because I don't think there's anything that cracked wall could have been that Tekibot actually cares about here. If it's glass shop, you're absolutely not swapping the glass. If it's transmog, yeah, like, what are you transmogging here? You already have very close to best in slot for a lot of things here. To the point where trying to roll for something better would most likely result in a downgrade. Not that it matters too much at this stage. Still looking at an absolutely massive advantage at the moment. Ekimekim starting Death Metal 2 as Tekibot approaches the middle of 4-2. Heal spell for Ekimekim, gonna help with their help them tank up a little bit, but not gonna help them much on the raw speed front, which is kind of what they need to have any chance of catching up right now. Gotta watch this Warlock Ooze Golem setup in the exit room here. That can cause all sorts of nasty surprises. Yeah, Tekibot expertly maneuvering around it. Checking the shop. I don't think there's anything worthwhile here, and is going to move on to the Deep Blues fight. Ekimekim actually on an Obsidian Broadsword, not the Longsword. And yeah, Ekimekim with a good pushback. Sub 5 into the Zone 3 boss. Pretty solid pace. But I don't think it's gonna be enough as things currently are looking. Tekibot finishing the Zone 4 boss. Gets the dash spell. Seeing it come out for some quick movements around. And with this much health, definitely gonna have the ability to just kind of blood dash everywhere. Swapping to Boots of Strength over the Explorer's Boots. I don't know that I really like that Explorer's Boots give coverage against the water balls in this zone. Whereas I don't think going up to a maximum of 4 damage really does a whole lot for you. Does make the low end of the Obsidian weaponry a little better, though. Dash Spell charging up and running down that hallway. And we find a cracked floor. Heading down into 5-3. And Ekimekim, to their credit, this has been a good run back. He has gotten up to 4-3 versus Tekibot's 5-3. So definitely making the most of what they've got. But yeah, unfortunately, even though that was a fairly early death going it down in the 1-3 exit room, Tekibot here just keeping up the speed and leaving Ekimekim in the dust here. Coming up on the Deadringer fight. Very easy, smooth, standard right side spawn setup. And we're going into the Necrodancer fight here with 5.5 hearts, plenty of bombs, and a blood drum, and a dash spell ready to go. Not sure I like that dash cast, but, you know. Gotta assert dominance, I guess. Oop, Ghost swooping in and blocking the first lure. And, causing a little damage. We're taking a pretty safe approach here, clearing out a lot of the ads. think this is the last hit. Yep, there we go. Blood dash into the finish line, and that is a first place finish for Tekibot. I'm gonna grab some water real quick before the next round starts. Tekibot's got the new seat in. Alright, there it is. We go, race 2 underway. Pretty similar start. Early spiked ears getting us up to that 3 damage, which is going to absolutely cleave through the entirety of Zone 1 of the Zone 1 enemy pool. A little bit of route divergence here. Tekibot heading off to the left. That red chest is very annoying. Very difficult to get to. Can use the skeleton to body block the trap. Oh, well, never mind. The skeleton went the wrong way. Well, you can dig around behind it. It's fine. Ekimekim going straight to the exit. Oh, and I think Tekibot is going for a cheeky dunk down this trapdoor. Oh, dropping the multiplier, though, and so down go the spiked ears. And there we go. Tekibot setting up for the shop dunk here. Going to be picking up Chainmail, Hargreaves, and Titanium Shovel. Getting a lot of defense online, but losing the spiked ears in the process, which Ekimekim found a Blood Cat, which is a pretty monstrous weapon with those spiked ears. 3 damage Blood Cat is a very, very strong weapon so long as you can keep those spiked ears alive. Picking the purple chest and does get Ring of Peace. So while Tekibot did some farming, picked up a lot of defense, Ekimekim does have a pretty powerful build here and a distance advantage. So if Ekimekim can keep the momentum up, Tekibot might run into some trouble trying to catch up. Has swapped off to a mystery weapon, which looks to be a titanium longsword. Ekimekim also picking up the Courage Shovel. I think, honestly, Courage Shovel a little risky here. I think there's a good chance you end up breaking these spiked ears trying to utilize this Courage Shovel. So gotta be careful here. Last staff. And heading down to 2-3. So, Tekibot's got the tankiness. But, oh, and, well, there go the spiked ears tapping against the stone wall. Courage Shovel, don't dig those. And unfortunately for Ekimekim, with those spiked ears going down, now I'd say their build's worse. Because 1 damage is definitely undesirable. I think you take the Karate Gi there. I think the Karate Gi is the play there. That gets that Blood Cat back up to 2 damage, makes it usable. But I guess Ekimekim going for the play of trying to get the Flawless here. and switching to a higher damage weapon out of the black chest? I think that has to be the angle here. Tekibot with the cheese here could... Oh, well, except there's a trapdoor in front of it. But, yeah, could eat the cheese next to the shrine here. Oh, no, Ekimekim going purple and finding heal spell. So establishing more tankiness. Oh, and that's the dash spell for Tekibot. Good dash to start with. Just powering through that green dragon and halfway down the hallway. Oh, but Tekibot is gonna miss this heal spell. Getting longsword snagged on the mosh pit. Ooh, this pile of beetles is rough for Ekim, but very well handled. And we see a conjurer. This is the opportunity to get some armor. Maybe boots of strength or sunglasses? No, just gonna go for the armor. I think I like going armor once and then something that can maybe give you a damage up, because one damage cat really doesn't cut it in a lot of situations. Like, yeah, these shove monsters are causing all sorts of problems. Does eventually get through, but man, is the one damage rough. And Tekibot is starting to catch up. And without those spiked ears, this blood cat really struggles to keep up a consistent pace. Dashing into the stairs, nice dash on the stairs to get the quick rush up to the boss arena. You can be finding a potion. But the thing is, I don't think tankiness, I don't think durability is what Ekim needs right now. Ekim needs damage output. I don't know that Trident's an improvement though, because Trident's gonna snag a lot. So I don't think you pivot to the glass build. Yeah, Ekim doing what they can to try and push, find some cheese. Enchant Scroll for Tekibot, not really particularly useful. Tekibot gonna bomb into this potion room and continue to push up. Getting those 3 bombs, has bombs for the Necrodancer fight now. Ooh, getting Telemonkeyed back to the starting area though. So that's a pretty big setback for Tekibot. And oh, the confusion effect, mixing up their dash spell, just running into the wall. And yeah, Tekibot with some pretty major setbacks on this 4-1. Oh, but that's a Titanium Rapier. Swap into Ring of War as well. I don't know that I like that, but it does give pushback, gives 3 damage. So it does have its value. And there we go. Ekimekim actually, yeah, thanks to Tekibot kind of struggling with this Zone 4 so far, especially that 4-1. Kind of looking like they might be able to run away with this a little bit. Whiffing on the throw charm use there. Confusion spells causing problems. Also of note is that Ekimekim only has 2 bombs. That is not a full fast Necrodancer fight. Whereas Tekibot, oh, I was about to say just went down to 2 bombs as well, but now found grenades, so that solves that. But Tekibot's health situation is looking real sketchy. Down to 1 heart, potion is gone. Looking for food, doesn't find it. Yeah, no, you just kind of gotta go. Shop Bro could provide heals, but yeah, I don't know that you have the time to go out of your way for that shop here. I think you just kind of gotta push it and just try to. Oh, but this is so bad for Ekimekim. This is the problem with Cat Shovel of Courage. You can so often get stuck in these corners and just get stuck attacking enemies for so long, and this I think, is the window of opportunity TechiBot needed. Yeah, Techie gonna have a much easier time with those Black Skulls thanks to having the 3 damage Rapier. Good use of the Courage, Shovel Digs. Oh, but down to half a heart. And Ekimekim is starting the Necrodancer fight. Ekimekim, though... Oh, did Ekim find... Ekim found the bombs. Ekim found the bombs. But just like that, I think it's back in Ekimekim's favor. TechiBot has that dash spell, but no health to use blood magic with. Flash Helm does make clearing the stage very fast. But yeah, without the health and the ability to leverage that dash spell, I don't know that Techie's gonna be able to catch up on this. And sure enough, Ekim crossing the finish line and taking game 2. Oh, that 4-1, I think, is the story of this race. That 4-1 was such a disaster for TechiBot, losing so much time and health. And as a result, they just never quite managed to close the gap. He can go with the loot throw for the final hit. All right, coming up on race 3 here. And here we go, final race coming in. Both races starting out pretty similarly, and quick trapdoor. I'm just gonna fight the Minotaur here. And starting 1-2. Okay, TechiBot doing a little bit of exploration, seeing if they can find like a blood shop or extra bombs or anything. Doesn't find anything, gonna be following it down to 1-2. Gets monkeyed, but thankfully nothing dangerous around. Both racers here pretty quick to recognize that they are heading the wrong way. Gonna head to the right here towards the exit. Ooh, that's a Shrine of Peace. Early Ring of Peace, always a strong pickup. Oh, but Ekim gonna go for the Bomb and Enchant. TechiBot actually gonna do the same. It is sadly just a Dagger of Frost, which I think generally regarded as one of, if not the weakest choice. That is questionable throw. Very questionable throw. Worked out, but that Dire Bat could have made TechiBot's life miserable. That said, even though the Dagger of Frost is generally a little weaker compared to some of the other special daggers, it does have its advantages. Ekimekim there using it to handle that tight little swarm in the corner. And it's gonna find this food shop. Weakest possible food shop. Apple, single, empty heart. But it is a buff to tankiness nonetheless. Unfortunately gonna tank a hit from a Black Skeleton coming out of the food shop. So a little bit of a wash. Just kind of coming out with 2 extra empty heart containers compared to the starting health. A little more shopping, finds a Cursed Heart, but TechiBot's pushing ahead. And I don't think Ekim's build has really improved much as a result of their bit of extra farming in Zone 1 here. Rift Tomes for Tekibot. Gonna stick with the freezes. I think that's reasonable considering that the Frost Dagger is the current weapon of choice. Ooh, I think Teki wanting the Leprechaun there, but getting winded onto the gold. Not gonna happen. Transmog coming in. We'll probably see a Shovel upgrade. A Shovel of Strength would be okay with this Dagger. Finds the Shovel of Courage, though. Gonna keep running the Frost Dagger. Meanwhile, Ekim checks the purple chest and gets... Or, not the purple chest, the black chest, and gets a Glass Longsword. As far as glass weapons go, it's one of the better ones. It's pretty reliable, pretty easy to use. Quick kill on Death Metal with the Frost Dagger for Tekibot, and the Flawless Victory produces a Pulse Spell. That little 5 damage X attack. Ooh, getting spooked by that Fire Slime formation. But thankfully, the barrel right after having a ham to patch up the damage. Checking the shop. It's a little underwhelming. I think it's shielding. Blood Shovel. Just using the Blood Shovel to get out of the shop a little more quickly. It still wants that Courage Shovel. This is where using the Torch of Foresight for mapping insight is important. The spiked walls on the minimap indicate that the exit is on the bottom left. Tekibot does find the floor chest, but it is nothing worthwhile, just a basic flail. And Ekimekim, with a much better mapping job, is going to find this exit room quite a bit more quickly, although it does take a pretty nasty hit there and breaks the glass torch. Tekibot with a very fast 3-2, though. Already onto 3-3. Checking the shop. Finds some heavy glass. Oh, Ekimekim taking another big hit and down to half a heart. It is always amazing how fast your health can evaporate, even if you have a lot of it, if you don't have the defense to back it up. I imagine this is a Ring of Regen take for Ekimekim here. Oh, okay, going for the kill. Gonna get the heavy glass as well as the torch. And the regen. Oh, and Tekibot's gotta watch this confusion trap. This confusion trap is absolutely wreaking havoc on them. Shrine of Uncertainty. Oh, that was so risky. That was so risky. Tekibot could have died right there if that Shrine of Uncertainty gave a wide weapon. They would have just smacked the cauldron and died to the hot coals. That was... I don't know if they realize how close they were to dying there. They are so lucky that this mystery weapon is just a cutlass. Argos, yes, we've had racers enter who hadn't even beaten Cadence before. Like, there is no lower limit to skill levels for CoNDOR. Everyone's welcome. Oh, this is ugly. Okay, thankfully Cutlass parry's making that Blade Master situation viable, but, yeah, that's pretty messy. Tekibot killed your shop. Oh, both racers killed the shop. Yeah, I didn't realize Tekibot had killed it as well. And this is actually pretty neck and neck. Ekimekim has taken the lead, but not by much. It's 4-2. Actually, the lead is a little more substantial than it seems at first glance, at least as the current item setup stands. Because Ekimekim has 3 bombs, Tekibot does not. That's going to save several seconds in the Necrodancer fight at the very end of the run, unless some more bombs show up. Oh, okay. That was a little sketchy, that Freddy Ghost there. Closing in on Tekibot from an awkward angle. Ekimekim is approaching the 4-3 exit room. Tekibot going for headgear, gets a glass jaw, gets a crown of teleportation, Not going for armor. Oh, looking for Blast Helm. Wants the Blast Helm for the 3 bombs. That makes sense. Okay, this is, you gotta, yeah, shield your way out of this armadillo and move on. But, yeah, Ekimekim pushing ahead. Good use of pulse, but can't quite get onto the stairs. This Blade Master causing so many problems. And Tekibot onto Conga 4, but Ekimekim has a full floor lead plus a bomb advantage. This is looking pretty strongly, if not even decisively, in Ekimekim's favor as things currently stand. Something pretty dramatic's gonna happen for this lead to swing at this point. But, you know, we've definitely seen it. We've seen Dead Ringers off the rails. We've seen Dorian dunks with 4 zone leads. We've seen it all. And you certainly can't say it's over till it's over. 5-3 for Ekimekim, 5-1 for Tekibot. Now 5-2. 1 floor advantage. Purple chest. Berserk Spell. Berserk Spell might be the bail that Tekibot needs, especially with this potion. Berserk digs any tier of wall. They can use this to dig through the stage, but that said, they are still contending with over a full floor of distance disadvantage. And this Dead Ringer doesn't look like it's going to cause any problems for Ekimekim, so Ekimekim starting the Necrodancer fight with a strong advantage. Tekibot getting a little bogged down here. Nice use of the shield and the cutlass parries to get through. But starting the Dead Ringer at this stage, as Ekimekim starts phase 2 of the fight. Good Minotaur strat for Tekibot as we head on to the Necrodancer fight. But Ekimekim's already halfway done with phase 2. Yep, and we're going to see Berserk strats to dig out the stage. But it's too little too late. Just starting phase 2 as Ekimekim crosses the finish line for a nice sub-10 run. Yeah, 20-second difference. One of the closer ones we've seen today. Maybe even the closest. I don't remember.